voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring. Echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar. Harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air. Shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream. We're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Broken screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring. The engine is starting up.
For launch. GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
go. Pending final steps. The cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the riftnationnetwork, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Becon in the dark for you. Reach out, grab that spark. Wisdom waits in silent hues. Find your path out of the dark. Thursday night, the time is near. Guidance shines at 9:30. Eastern winds will draw you here. Hearts and minds no longer blurry. Your fate lies in your own hands. Wisdom flows like desert sands. Knowledge hidden in plain sight. Reach for it with all your might.
Hey there, everybody, and how we doing tonight? I know I've got to fix that. I'm still on the bag of nuts here. But how is everybody doing tonight? And I am here for you guys tonight. And that's what I'm here for. I am here to assist you and to help you in any way you need help. So I thought maybe an open chat would be an awesome situation to have. So welcome, everybody, and how are you? So, whatever it is, we're going to plop the chat up here today, is what we're going to do. So, I am actually here to assist you, like I said, in any way you can. And there's like a lot happening in the world today. And some of it's like weird, and we don't know what to believe. And, and a lot of us do go through things. And, like recently, I had a surprise surgery. I wasn't even aware that I actually had an issue. And surprise, here's the surgery. So we all go through these things, and we all live around places where certain people do need aspects of healing, or they need help, or sometimes they just need people to listen. So guess what? I'm here to listen. I got your comments up on the screen. So whatever it is you guys want to talk about, I'm more than welcome. So let's say hello to Molly or Jennifer, and hello Michelle Caps, and hello Chris. How are we today? So there's a couple of things that I managed to pull up, and then I had an idea about a really cool format, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But see, when you're talking about spirituality or you're talking about actual healing. Oh, you're not late. I just finished the intros. Hey, everybody, welcome. It's me again. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow to the Rift Nation Network channels. Check us out on iHeart, iTunes, TuneIn, Google Play, and all those awesome places. So I have a new format that I'm actually working on for Beacon in the Dark, and I thought I would have a little fun about once a month. I'm going to dress up in costume. And in this costume, I am going to read you guys a adult story. So I might have different characters coming in. So yeah, it was just, this going to be, a little bit of fun. We're going to learn to have a little bit of laughter because healing, what is healing? I mean, you have to laugh. In order for us to heal, we have to learn to laugh, not just laugh, but laugh at ourselves. Be goofy, be silly, just be you. And that's the biggest thing. So the first thing we're going to actually do here tonight is talk about daily reflections. Like, what is that? And again, we could talk about any subject you want. Somebody earlier mentioned healings, but I wasn't sure what it is what particular types of healing. There's mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. There's many different types of healing. So if it's healing that you're interested in, kind of give me a little bit of a category here. So right now we have daily reflections is what we're talking about. Rise our vibes. Yes, and that's exactly it. Laughter rises your vibe. So I thought I'd help you guys out, dress up in a goofy costume, and read you guys something in a goofy voice, but a serious topic. What the heck? I just figured I'd have a little fun with this. So, and Halloween is coming up. So I have all those things. Let's see. So now, when we're talking about daily reflections, we're talking about sharing a thought or a question each day, something that helps us to actually open up. Let's talk about this for a minute. Now, daily reflection can help document events from day to day, okay? And what it is, it's actually capturing and preserving your experiences for future reflections, right? 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 So here's the thing. It's not good nor bad. It's both. What is it that happened to you today that is either good or bad? What is it? What is it that we need to reflect on? Well, I'll start. I'm going to reflect on the fact that when I took my dog to the vet, the lump underneath his arm is just a fatty tissue. It's not cancer. He's not real ill. He doesn't need surgery. And I'm very happy about that. So I choose to reflect on the relief that my Otis isn't really sick. He's just a chunky monkey. So that's awesome. So that's pretty awesome. So what do we have there? Let's see. How could I have handled that different? I reflect on. Yes, that's another reflection. How could you have done things differently? Okay. I mean, I was stressed out. I probably shouldn't have fed him that extra snack, and that's why he's a little overweight. But could reflect on that too. But he's so cute when he's asking. And that's it. When we reflect on, you can reflect on specifics, like trying to focus on, if we're focusing on positive, focus on something good that happened. Any little thing that actually happened, those things. Let's see. I ran an errand for someone today, and so maybe made a new friend. See? That's awesome. That's a good part of the day. We're reflecting on these things and that we do happen, because what it does is it helps us to get out of our own heads, because a lot of us are in our own heads half the time. We're either calling ourselves names or we're just worrying about this, that, and the other thing, but reflecting on something or situations that have actually happened. I don't care if it's making a cup of coffee right. So that's pretty awesome. Our doggy just had surgery yesterday for a lump under her arm. Oh my God. But thinking positive thoughts throughout. I don't get caught up on the what ifs. Yes. Yes. Oh, well, many lovely light healings. And that's what the show is built for. So everybody that's here, just literally send out that healing energy to Heidi's dog. Just send it right out. Send out that positive healing energy to her four-legged baby, and send it out to her as well. We're all here as a community to help each other. And that's what this show was built for. It was not just for me to help you, but for us to help each other. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to focus on the what ifs. It really is. We can get bogged down, especially when there's like, I should have done that. I woulda, coulda, shouldas is what I like to call them. We as individuals get stuck on the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Now, in today, and again, this is all on reflecting just for today. What were the significant events or moments of the day? Chris said that he might have made a new friend. That's good. I got good news. That's good too. Okay. The worst is over for Heidi. That's actually a good thing too. Reflect on the key occasions or experiences that stood out to you. And again, whether positive challenges or noteworthy, reflect on them. Because by pushing things in the back of our mind, what are we doing? We're not doing, we'll have tons of shadow work to do to all these things we keep pushing backwards. So we don't want to do that. We want to continue to be able to move forward. Okay. Now, whom did I interact with today? And what were the highlights of those interaction? Oh, I'm a she. I'm sorry, honey. Chris, sorry. I can't see the picture over here. But yes. Accomplishments and lessons you learned. Very good, Heidi. I am so sorry, Chris. I can't see the picture right now. I have on my computer glasses. So this is what happens when you're blind. You have several pairs of glasses around you. So let's see. Whom did you interact with today? And what were the highlights of those interactions? What were your highlights? I mean, literally, we all have highlights. That's pretty good. That was the hardest question I had to answer to myself. Yeah. And it really is. It's really hard. What were the highlights? And what did whom did I interact with today? Well, I interacted with quite a few people. I interacted with the vets and the people at the coffee shop and individuals in the grocery store, and interacted with my neighbors. So it's really good. Oh, your mom named you Crystal? And I guess it's my fault for shortening it. Oh, chrysanthemum. I like chrysanthemum. Her fault for shortening it. I like Crystal. That's my man's daughter's name is Crystal. So, which is my mom's misspelled at spelling bee. Otherwise, she would have won. Yeah, spelling's not my strong suit either. It really isn't, dyslexic and all. So it is what it is. Sometimes some of the things that Google thinks I say is hilarious. I just look at it. Sometimes I type something and it's like, that's not what I meant to say. Because, Google self corrects you when you're sitting there and you're typing and you're doing something and then it corrects you and then you read what you actually said. It's hilarious. It really is. Making memories with my granddaughter. Ooh. My loved ones, new connections, those who inspired me, and those I inspire. That is awesome. We all made, and I think Crystal here, we'll call you Crystal or Chris, she might have made a new friend today, and that's an individual that she reacted with. So that's a positive moment as well. is what it is. So let's see what else we got here in this little thing. How did you spend your time today? And again, this is just all reflecting on our day. I was very productive, is what I have to say. Yeah, I swear to God, Google, girl, I'm right there with you. Google, because of my East Coast accent over here, has no clue what I'm talking about. None. You try to say something and they put something totally different in there. But sometimes it really is funny as hell, I'll tell you. It really is hilarious. You can call me Crystal if you want. Thank you. I like the name Crystal. Plus, I like crystals. They're really cool. So, crystal is really good. So, I mean, how did you spend your day? I mean, document, activity, task, progress. Were you productive? Did you get some stuff done? Did you not get stuff done? Were you able to relax? Did you conserve your energy? I mean, how was your day? Literally. That's another way of reflecting. And again, what we're doing is we're just reflecting on our day, because this way, when we go to bed, everything's already gone and off to the wayside because we've went through our day. So it's better for us to reflect on it before we actually go to sleep, is another good thing. Now, yes, Google thinks I'm an East Coast half the time. Never been there. Yeah. Out of everybody in my area, I'm the only one with this weird accent. Everybody else on the East Coast has a different accent than me. It's freaking hilarious, I'll tell you. I have no idea where it came from. I mean, I was born in Norwood, but I don't even know how Norwood people talk. I was what 4 or 3 when I left there. I think, I don't know. So I don't know. The whole thing is just kind of weird. So I love productive days. That's an uplifting feeling. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, when you're actually getting things done. And it could be something as simple as rearranging a drawer, and you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen this in forever. Look, it's awesome. You get all excited when stuff like that happens. Or going through old photos, rearranging them and pulling up the memories of, oh my God, I remember when they were that small. That type of thing. It happens. But reflecting on how your day went is really good. Now, were there any unexpected or surprising events that took place? Well, unexpected or surprising, I have one. I have one for you guys. When I was at the vet, the dog decided he liked the smell of the floor and took a dump on the doctor's floor. So I had to clean that up before the doctor came in. That was unexpected. Bit of a surprise, but poop happens. What are you going to do? So that's an unexpected. That makes me chuckle. I mean, what are you going to do? It's a dog. That's what they do. It's not like he peed on anything. He just pooped. When you got to go, you got to go. So, I mean, it's kind of funny. You get panicked. Like, oh my God, the dog's going on the doctor's floor. And it's like, oh, pick it up, clean it up before the doctor comes in. But when you think about it afterwards, it's kind of a funny situation. I suppose when you're going through it, it's like, oh my God, what did the doctor do? What did he do? But no, it was kind of funny. But it happens. So that was a surprise. It was unexpected, and it was funny all at the same time. It really was. So hey, Nikki, what's up? So, okay, what emotions did you experience today? So, what emotions did you experience today? Okay. And what were the triggers? Now, this is a funny one. Triggers. Um, let's see. Emotions. Nervous, vet. Accomplished, leaving the vet. Grocery store, that was cool. Stopping for coffee, awesome, relaxing. That's what that was. So these are all these things, just simple little things. Simple little things. We focus on these things, okay? So reflect on any unexpected or unplanned occurrences that took place. Surprise, consider them most significant. What emotions? Take notes of the emotions you felt during the day. Reflect on the circumstances or the events that actually influence those emotional responses. Emotions, awestruck. B, I learned something new that blew my mind. Wow. Frustration to Michelle. Okay. All right. So, what triggered your frustration? If you're reflecting on frustration, what was the trigger of the frustration? Try to give a name to that emotion. And Nikki, you were awestruck? Something blew your mind. Something blew my mind the other day. Definitely taking notes. Yeah, this is all gratitude daily list. Nice. That's a good idea. A gratitude list. That is a really awesome idea to do. Being grateful and gratitude. But as far as frustration, if you're giving a label of what it is that frustrated you, you're not keeping the frustration inside. That's the idea of reflecting daily. Okay, what you're doing is you're reflecting, and by reflecting, you're giving a name to what it is that upsets you. And by naming that emotion, you're not retaining the negative emotion of being frustrated. Triggers are valuable in healing. Ask why it was triggered. Exactly. 100%, Heidi. 100%. That's 100% accurate. It really is. Now, and again, this goes right along the line of what Heidi was saying here. We've got, were there any lessons or insights I gained from the event today? Let's see. Consider the experiences and intersections you had and reflect on any valuable lessons, realizations, or perspectives that emerged. Were there any lessons? Yes, I learned to walk the dog before I take him in. Not so funny then, funny now. Okay, but triggers, emotions, like, okay, were you in someplace crowded and you don't like crowds? So it made you what? Anxious? Nervous? Okay. Or did you run into someone and have a really wonderful conversation? Were there any lessons that you learned for the day? And what you want to do is, again, thank you, Heidi, be grateful for the lessons that you did learn. Be thankful for what you have learned, is what it is. So let's see. My goodness. All right. So now here is one that comes along the lines of the frustration that we had. All right. What challenges or obstacles did I encounter today? And how did I approach them? If you had an obstacle, did you approach it calmly? Were you more anxious? Were you more upset? Okay. Documenting the differences you faced and reflecting on your problem solving strategies, resilience, or personal growth resulting from those challenges. Grateful for the lessons and the blessings. Yes. We all have that. That's things that we need to do. So let's see. The realization or perspectives that emerged. So it's documenting the differences on how we actually reacted to those things. I need to quit cigarettes, and too often I'm indifferent about it. Okay. Suggestion, if you want to take one, take your phone, all right, and put a timer on your phone. If you smoke 3 cigarettes an hour, allow yourself 1 an hour. And then from there, go every hour and a half, every 2 hours. Separate the amount of time that you actually do smoke. So what you're doing is you're preparing yourself to actually quit, is what you need to do, by slowing down the amount you smoke. So it's not that you're quitting, it's you're cutting down. So what you're doing is you're actually tricking your mind psychologically. Okay, so another good way is, say if right after you eat you have a cigarette, wait. If you wake up and get a cigarette, no, right away. Don't do that. Wake up, do your thing, get ready, get dressed, make your bed, do whatever, and then you can have your cigarette. Okay, so it's not, what you're doing is you're tricking your mind into saying, okay, I'm not quitting, I just can't do it right now. So after a while, it becomes easier and easier to face the quitting, is what it is. Just a little thought there. Now, what were the achievements today? This is all reflecting on today. What were the achievements? Capture and celebrate your accomplishments and milestones, no matter how small they are, that you experienced during the day. And that's right along the gratitude. Be grateful. Even the smallest things that you actually acknowledged. Be very, very grateful for them. Okay. What were the moments? Here we go, Heidi. What were the moments of joy and gratitude or appreciation today? Brain training. Yes. Okay. Reflect on the moments that brought you joy, gratitude, or a sense of appreciation, whether through encounters, achievements, or simple pleasures. Thanks. Those are tips that I've gone from a pack to a half a day. About to a half a pack. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm down to 7 by doing it this way. I'm down to about 7. I went from a pack to a half to 7. So it actually does work, because it's not like I'm quitting. I'm just doing it differently. So, but you're welcome, honey. That's what I'm here for. Brain training. Exactly. Now, here's the other thing. What are the key takeaways from the whole day? Now, summarize your overall thoughts and impressions or lessons that you learned from your today's events, and consider how they might inform your future actions and decisions. That's why the reflection. By remembering the good, bad, and the indifferent, we know better how to reflect, or how to do this, or how to do, okay, well, I did it that way, it didn't work, let's try it this way. That's another way to do it. So now let's get into some self-awareness. Self-awareness reflections is not to judge or criticize yourself. I have so much trouble with this one, but rather observe and gain insight. I had to step out from the situation and refocus. I realized that, I realized that I was absorbing the energy, yes, that was given and not actually mine. Very good. I did a hypnosis meditation for a week and quit cigarettes for 6 months, but honestly, I missed something about it and started again. Yeah. I mean, cigarette smoke, sometimes it's more habit than anything. I think as long as you're not smoking that much. I mean, there are people out there that chain smoke. It's like, we don't want that. We don't want that at all. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to get some questions out there for self-awareness, becoming more aware, because we need to focus on our thoughts and our emotions, okay? And behaviors. So we need to get engaged in what's happening. Now you've done the self-reflection, okay? Now here's the question. How are you feeling right now? Okay, now that you've gone through the IDKY, but intentionally cutting back stressed me out. Maybe it just has a calming effect on you. My father could never kick it. So it's not uncommon. Now take a moment to actually check in with your emotions, okay? Identify any specific feelings present in this moment. Just in this moment. You've reflected on everything that happened for the day. So now do this checkup on yourself about your emotions. How are you feeling? Okay. Now, your thoughts is another thing that goes along with this. You know how you're feeling. Okay. What thoughts have been occupying my mind today? What thoughts have been constant in your brain? Okay? Reflect on reoccurring thoughts or patterns of thinking that may have been with you throughout the day. Which thoughts have actually been with you throughout this day today? Now, all of this show, like I said, is self-help. Now, anybody out there that would like to be a host on the show, please feel free to give me a button. I'd love to have some self-help hosts on this. So now, what do we have, Heidi? That's why I wear the patch to handle the withdrawals. Yeah, sometimes the patch used to give me a heart palpitation. Now, okay, how did I react to any challenging situations today? This is another thing you want to know. How did you react to any challenging situations? Well, we know that Michelle walked out to walk back in. So that was actually good. That's what she did. She did the correct thing and realized that it wasn't her energy. And like I said, that's a trait of an empath. I think we talked about this, Michelle. One of the traits of an empath is they have a tendency to absorb other people's emotions. And it's a hard thing to do. So, yes, we have to do that. That's why I wear the patch to handle withdrawals. Yeah. It sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So I did quit for after surgery. I think I quit for two weeks, almost 2 weeks. But so how did you handle the stand? Well, we know how some of them did. Now, when did I exhibit any behaviors or habits that do not align with my values? And that's checking with your emotions. I need to run away where my thoughts today. Seriously. Yeah, you weren't running away. You were reevaluating. Okay, that's what you were doing. You did the correct thing. You stepped out to reevaluate. Okay, is this me? Is this someone else? What's happening? Why am I being like this? And then you went back in and you handled it good. So you did a really good thing. Let's see. Okay, were there any that you didn't stick to your values? Was there anything that you normally do? Let's see. The patch, when recently used, makes me anxious and weird, bad dreams. Oh, I used them in the past. I was fine. Yeah, you're not supposed to sleep with the patch on. They say, don't sleep because it gives you nightmares, which is weird. Because when I slept with the patch on when I was in the hospital, I was fine. Then when I took it off when I was home, I literally wanted to smoke. So it was weird. It was really a weird situation. I don't know. Everybody tells you something different. Now, were there any triggers or influences behind your emotional reactions? That's another thing we need to focus on. Were there any? Okay, do you know what they are? Exploring the factors that sparked strong emotions within you and try to understand the underlying cause. Understand the cause. Like Michelle, when you stepped out of the room, okay, what you did by stepping out of the room and reevaluating, because that's what you did. Okay, you had a strong emotion and you understood the cause and you went back in. Nikki, let's see. Hello, Michelle. Nikki, I take a lot of deep breaths when a situation arises, retraining of my brain to keep my deep breaths during stressful times. Yes. Sometimes I have to take that step back and say, okay, chill, calm, is what you have to do. So, but knowing what's happening and learning to do these certain things are really good. So let's see. What lesson did you learn? When you went through these things and you took that step out, what was the lesson you actually did learn? What did we learn? Did you learn that? What did you learn? What were the lessons? Body scans and breathing techniques help you. That's awesome. Consider insightful realizations you gained from your experiences, interactions, or observations. Yep, stepping back both physically and mentally. Yep. Yeah. Now, when did I engage in any limited beliefs or negative self talk? I am guilty of this. And I still do it on a not a regular basis. But when I'm looking for something that's right in front of my head, I'll go, "Oh my God, you stupid idiot." And I got to stop calling myself names, and that's what it is. I mean, when we're kids, some of us get called names by other people. No, I call myself names. Nobody's got to. So I am extremely guilty of this one. Reflecting on any instances where you held yourself back or engaged in self critical thoughts and exploring ways to reframe those beliefs. And that's what it is. I am guilty. View from another perspective or stepping out of the box. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. To remain calm and not contribute to the chaos. Exactly. Exactly. See, I know I'm way ahead of you guys here. I am way ahead of you guys here today. But that's another thing. Okay. Now, very guilty. Very extremely guilty of, negative self talk. That's like the last negative thing I really need to work on. And I still am trying to work on it. I find myself slipping here and there. Now, let's see. How did you show up today? Consider for a moment when you pushed beyond your comfort zone and tried something new today. What did I try that was new? I don't think I had time to try anything new today. I was busy, busy, busy. Absolutely, yes. Staying calm and don't get your feelings all amped up. Yep. Staying calm is a very difficult thing to do. Okay. So, let's see. What self care practices or habits have you prioritized today? And again, absolutely, yes. Staying calm and don't get your feelings amped up. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult in the moment to not absorb or get yourself in a tizzy. And that's it. You get in a tizzy. Or you get your panties in a bunch is what another one they used to come up with. There's a lot of little anecdotes like that. So now here we come to another section. And again, we're just dealing with the same reflecting for the actual day. But if we become in a habit of doing these things on a regular basis, it becomes easier and easier for us. I hate getting angry and I will instantly start crying. Yeah, sometimes that used to happen to me a lot. It really did. Okay, let's see from Angels. This took me a long time, 5 and 3 years to get the negative self talk out of my head. It still pops up once in a while and shocks me when I do it, but then I rephrase things in my head more positive. Yes, can be heard sometimes, can be hard sometimes to stay positive, but it's important. Yes, it is. It's extremely important to stay positive because you don't want to absorb your own negativity as well as the negativity of those around you. It's a very difficult thing to do. Okay. But we're gonna take a swig of coffee here, and we're gonna get into some gratitude and appreciation, is what we're actually gonna get into here. Here we go. Now, there's a list here of things, you know, gratitude and grateful, and okay, what are the 3 things you're grateful for today? Okay, 3 things you're grateful for. 3 things. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I am first with me is I'm extremely grateful for my man. He's very supportive. He's always there for me. And he's just my man and my best friend. Let's see. Number 2. Let's see. I am grateful that I woke up and I just don't give up and I keep going. You know? Let's see. I am grateful. Let's see. My man. Waking up. Just enjoying life. My pets, my sons, and my granddaughter, my breath, my scents, and my loved one. Faith, family, and community. Nice. My life, my health, my family. Yep. And all of these are just for today. What you're grateful for today. So I try to focus on situations that happen to you today. And that way you can be grateful for many things. Extremely many things. Now, who or what brought you joy and made you smile today? Who made you smile or joy today? Not in order. My abilities, those that love me unconditionally, and that I am physically walking and moving along today. Yes, exactly. Yes, I understand that. That's always a good thing. Now, who brought you joy and made you smile today? Is there one person, whether it be a stranger or a situation or a person, that actually brought you joy and made you smile? When did you smile? Was it an actual person? Were you listening to the radio? So, who was it for you? Was it anything? Nature, critters, my flowers, herbs, my loved ones. Yes. Who brought you joy today, guys? Where's this happiness come from? Being here, doing this with you guys on Thursdays brings me joy. It does. I love doing it. I have fun doing it. And that's what it's about. Should include my damn self. Yeah, I always forget me. But yeah. So what brought you joy? What brought you happiness? These are things we need to look at. Hey, Mr. Robert Way, what's up? What brought you joy? Reflect on the moments or interactions that brought you happiness, appreciation, the positive impact they actually had on your day. On your day. What brought you joy? I had so many joyful, happy moments today. I just had a really good day. Now, let's see. Several random people and my grandchildren and my puppies. Me too, always getting in their way. Yeah. What progress or achievements have you made today, no matter how small? Okay, acknowledging your personal accomplishments, however minor they may be or seem, and express gratitude for your effort, and growth. Yeah, I would have to say that, yeah, I came to a decision on directions that I want to head into, and I am sticking to them, and I am extremely grateful for the fact that I have the ability to make the decision. So, yes, making yummy food for us, cleaning up, and chatting with our fur babies and everyone. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Let's see. Brought joy and smile for women. You're one of them. Ah, looking forward to my program tonight. A friend who always keeps me laughing and other things. Yes. Overall, I generally have happy day every day. Yeah, I usually do pretty good, but sometimes we have a tendency to get in our own ways. Sometimes we have a tendency for self-doubt. And I think by reflecting on these things are reflecting on our days, we can learn to bring more joy and have less, you know, less things. Looking forward to getting in my comfy bed and my pillow. I'm walking today, sore but walking, not hobbling. There you go. There you go. I hobble most of the time at night. That's all right. I don't care. At least I don't fall over. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Let's see. Affirmative. Affirmative, please, thank. Yes. And these are all things. Now, what progress or achievements have you made today, no matter how small? What progress did you make? I did make progress. Acknowledging your personal accomplishments. Yes. And I did. I personally decided on a direction, and I decided at least once a month I'm going to be extremely goofy on this show because I like being silly. Since yesterday, I've developed a head cold, and let's see, or I'm feeling this way because of our air qualities. Wow. Wow. You should put eucalyptus in your shower, the actual plants, and you shower with them. It helps clear up the nasal passageways. Should be using the fake leg. Where is he? Should be using the fake leg to keep from falling. Yep. So let's see. Checked off a few things on my to-do list today. Yes, you have. Affirmation. I meant. Okay, I don't know what you mean by affirmation there. You're saying affirmation. Let's see, going to peel ponds and crab a little bit later. Oh, I love crab. Crab is yummy. Be thankful you have the crab. Let's see, progress. Sticking with one thing that helps someone else, and how much we love being able to do that. Yes. 100%. Yes. Now, here's a good question. A lot of us have a tendency to put ourselves last, right? How did you take care of yourself today? What did you do today that was good for you? Not good for everybody else, but good for you. Yeah, I'm going to Roberts too for the crab. Nikki, I'll pick you up on the way. We'll go to Roberts. He's only in Australia. I'll just get my wings out. All right. So, how did you today recognize self-care practices or movements of self-nurturing? Okay? Something you engaged in, express gratitude for your ability to be able to prioritize yourself. Reading on health, and you can explain reading on health, and you. Okay, I'm not doing readings right now, honey. I'm doing a lot of self-help, but not actual readings. You took a walk. There you go. Took a walk. That's always good. So, and again, all right. So, what? Okay, Nikki took a walk. That's what she did for herself. Today or yesterday, as you just said, Australia here already, and tomorrow. Yeah, it is. You're a day ahead. Always a day ahead over there. So, yep, took a walk. Let's see, what did I do? I love stopping for coffee. I sometimes I look up little projects, or I found a new book I was really interested in. I love reading. You're in the Yes, Robert's in the future. We're gonna go back to the future. Robert's in the future. Oh God, yeah, there was this girl I used to read over in Australia, and it was such a hard time trying to get the time right because she was always a day ahead of me. So let's see. Thanked in for all that you are doing. Let's see. ate, took my vitamins, mini walk. Yes. Yes. And that's what it is. Now, let's see, I took breaks. I didn't beat myself up for not doing more. Exactly. You can only do as much as you can. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all have our own pace and our own methods. Um, okay, can you talk, take me about my health, oh, whatever way you can? Actually, we're talking about spiritual health right now, honey. But if you are looking for a private reading, you can just contact me and we can schedule something for a private reading. Uh, so, now, who are you grateful to have in your life? I know a lot of times there are individuals that are just cranky, or especially those that work, but try to focus on the ones that you are grateful for having in your life. Who is it that you're grateful for? I mean, let's see. Jaya, my son, my daughter, my sisters, Odie. So, you guys, the Rift Network, there's so many people, husband and kids. There are so many for me that I am actually grateful for having in my life, and focusing on those. Has the headache stayed away? Mickey, 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 Mickey. Oh, okay, Mickey. Nikki's Mickey. Oh, so many people. Yes, so many. And that's what it is, being, showing the gratitude and being grateful for these things. Okay, we have a couple more here. What lessons or opportunities did challenges or setbacks bring you today? What lessons or opportunities did challenges or setbacks bring you today? Let's see, which means find gratitude for the lessons and growth in difficult situations or the obstacles provided by acknowledging them. Grateful. Nikki said grateful. My mom, my kids, and adults. Yep. Let's see. Grateful for friends, certain people, too long of a list. Exactly. I'm grateful for so much. And so, what lessons, like Michelle, she learned a lesson today. She learned by stepping out of the situation, acknowledging it, stepping back in, that it wasn't her. The negativity was not her. She didn't absorb it. Awesome lesson. I mean, even if it was frustrating at the time, that was a really awesome lesson right there. A really awesome lesson. Now, let's see, how did you contribute to the well being or happiness of others today? How did you contribute to the happiness or well being of others? Recognizing the ways in which you make a positive impact on someone else's day by adding value to their lives. And express a gratitude for the opportunity that actually makes a difference. My icky head cold hinders me, but I went outside and felt better. Yeah. Kept busy and now waiting to get in bed. Yeah. So let's see. And again, what did you, I mean, Nikki contributes on a regular basis. We don't even have to ask her that one. Nikki contributes all the time. Everybody here, I know for a fact, contributes and makes and brings people joy. You guys bring me joy by being here. So you do contribute. So that's one thing right there. What simple pleasure did you enjoy today? Coffee at Dunkin'. Provided information that helped others. Yep. Yep. That's how you contributed. Just doing small, unexpected things for them. Exactly. So give yourself that pat on the back. There's nothing wrong with giving yourself that proverbial pat on the back. It's a really awesome thing. Let's see. Let's see. I minded my father-in-law who has Alzheimer's. It took my grandchildren to him. Exactly. That's awesome right there. That is an awesome situation. Let's see what else we got. I enjoy doing that. Okay. And it's put a smile on his face, Molly. Sorry, Jen. That's awesome. Nurtured and caring for, kept some of my thoughts, prayers, and vibes. You, Susan, grateful. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you, Robert. You contribute. You contribute to me too. How could I sit here and have this conversation? I'd be having it with myself. Although I do that sometimes. No money in the bank, just crazy and really cool with it. But, you contribute by being here. You might think, oh my God, I'm teaching you or I'm helping you understand things. But without you guys here, I couldn't do that. Simple pleasures, heard music I wanted to hear, not insisted music by my guides. Yes. I love doing that. I'll put headphones on and I'll just literally, I'm dancing around, cleaning the house to some music that I really like. So simple things. Yeah, all right. So we're going to get into, we're not going to get into much more. We're coming to a close here, guys. We're really coming to the end of the show already. So I had a thought here and I want to know, yes or no. I was thinking about dressing up in a costume because Halloween's coming, and taking Becon in the dark to tell some ancient stories of the Celts. What do you guys think? We could have a spooky night coming up before Halloween. Watching Willie Wagtails build the nest outside my window. Oh, yeah, you awesome birds you got up there in Australia. Really awesome birds. So we have more as far as reflecting and learning and, learning and growth. And there are so many different things we could actually do. Yes, headphones and music every day. Yep. Well, I live in a large building, a large complex with a lot of different people. Love when you do costumes. Yeah, I've been thinking about a couple different ones. I could do a Celtic, I could do a drunken pirate, so stuff like that. It's my 50th birthday Halloween, so we should do it. You got it. The goofier, the better. Yes, we're all getting yeses. Come on, it'll be funny. Maybe I can have the drunken pirate talk about a couple things too. So, and I love being silly. Silly is me. It's fun. And it makes people laugh. And that's the point. That's the point. All right, guys, we are at a close for the evening, and I had a lot of fun with you, and hopefully you guys got a little self-help too, something to actually reflect on. And that's an opposite situation. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the Rift Nation Network. We have some awesome shows out there. And yeah, so I got to say, peace, guys. Thank you so much for another Thursday night, and I will see you here on Thursday. I say dress up if you want to. I love being goofy. I absolutely 100% love being goofy. The goofier, the better is what it is. So I'm going to say peace, guys. Thank you.